Yo, what is going on, PFG family? Man, we are finally here at the season finale of Money Changes Everything. Now, before we go ahead and jump in the episode, is just 3 quick things I need from you guys. The first thing, the channel is now monetized, so moving forward, you'll be seeing ads throughout each video. Please do not skip the ads. It actually helps the channel out a tremendous amount when you watch each ad. Secondly, after this series, we jumping right back into MADDEN, so all I need you to do is go back and watch the MADDEN episodes. That way you know what's going on in season 2. Now, last and most importantly, I went ahead and set a new goal for the channel. That goal is to reach 10,000 subscribers by January 1st of 2021. I'm done playing games and I'm about to start dropping videos like crazy. Let's get straight to it.
Your Honor, we've heard the sad stories, quite frankly the excuses made by the defense, and although they may be touching, they do not negate the fact that this young man has committed a crime. Regardless if he knew to what degree, he knew it was wrong and should be judged accordingly. Laws are in place for a reason, and if we do not make an example out of this young man, who's to say how many others are to come down the pipeline? His actions were careless and flat out selfish. He had no regard for the rules of his organization, let alone the laws of this country. When we first approached Mr. Smith, we laid before him.
I couldn't bring myself to snitch on Matt. I knew what I signed up for, so it's only right I take responsibility for my actions. I'm facing a lot of time in prison, but with this being my first offense, I'm hoping the judge lets me off easy. My attorney said the only way I can possibly get a lighter sentence is if I can somehow make the judge feel sorry for me by telling on my life story. At this point, I'm starting to feel like I have nothing to lose.
Mr. Smith, now is there anything that you'd like to say for yourself?
Throughout my many years of playing sports, I learned that no matter how good of a player you think you are, if you don't show up in those clutch moments, you're nothing. Well, this is one of those clutch moments. Thank you, Your Honor, for allowing me to speak. I come from a small town with very little opportunity. Either you work in a factory for a living, or you spend your life working in the fields. My father was my biggest role model and the only person I ever looked up to. When he was taken from us in 2018, my life would change forever. I put my all into football because I saw it as the only way I would be able to provide for my family. With the work ethic my father instilled in me, I was able to become the starting quarterback for the USC Trojans. Even though I gave my all to football, it gave me nothing back. I found myself homeless with no place to go. That's when I met Matt. He was the only person willing to help me when I was stuck out in the rain. Your Honor, I know what I did was wrong, but it was a mistake. A mistake that I don't feel should cost me the chance to fulfill my dreams.
Well, Mr. Smith, after hearing your testimony, I must admit, you have in fact overcame a lot of obstacles. Everyone indeed makes mistakes, and I do believe in second chances. But unfortunately, when you were given a second chance, you, Mr. Smith, chose to turn down the deal offered by the state and refused to cooperate. With that being said, I find it's only appropriate I hand down a very stern sentence. I sentence you, Mr. Smith, to serve
Hey, you must be JJ.
Matt, I'll be honest with you, man. I have a very troubled past and I still have a few loose ends. I need a fresh start, so if I decide to enter the draft, I need an agent I can depend on and trust to make the best decisions for me.
Look, JJ, my sporting agency may be just getting established, but as you youngins would say, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this, my baby. JJ, I'll shoot you straight. I have connections at the top of the food chain and all the way down to the bottom. Not to mention, I have an unlimited amount of cash that would free us from any loose ends that may be holding us back. You can't go wrong here, JJ.
Well, listen, Matt, I appreciate you taking a meeting with me today. I have a few things to discuss with my team, but I will definitely be in contact with you, man.
Alrighty, sounds good. I'll talk to you soon, J Jizzle.
And along with your class chief petty officer, senior chief petty officer Johnson, who was identified by the red cord he wears over his left shoulder, and your class officer.
The judge sentenced me to serve 8 months in the damn Navy. He said I was no real threat to society, and he felt like the Navy would teach me some discipline. I felt like he should have just sentenced me to some probation or something, but 8 months in the Navy beats a couple years locked in a cell any day. I was planning on growing dreads before all of this happened, but as you can see, the Navy made me shave my head. A lot of good has actually come from the time I've spent here. I've met a lot of new people and built a few new friendships that'll probably last a lifetime. Since being here, I've learned that money is not everything, and being rich is not about money, but being rich is a state of mind. Believe it or not, I've put on a lot of new muscle, and I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. I got the opportunity to see a lot of cool stuff since I've been here, and I even learned a few new skills while working on the ship. But don't get it twisted, I still have my goal of making it to the NFL. I'll never let nobody take that away from me. I haven't spoke to Matt not one time since I was sentenced, but my mom said that every 2 weeks she's been getting envelopes in the mail filled with cash. I know everybody thought it'd be best if I snitch on Matt, but I knew I'd never be able to live with myself. Everything was so simple until money got involved. But I guess you know what they say, money changes everything.